Olá, tudo bem com vocês? Espero que estejam todos bem. Eu estou aqui na Embaixada do Egito, em Brasília. O Egito é um país que tem excelentes relações com o Brasil. São relações comerciais, culturais, bilaterais, relações de pessoas para pessoas e muito turismo. Muitos turistas brasileiros vão para o Egito e nós também queremos receber egípcios aqui no Brasil, porque são pessoas muito simpáticas. Eu vou mostrar para vocês aí esta comemoração, esta festa que remete à Revolução Egípcia, onde foi finalizada a monarquia. Então, eu conto com vocês aí para assistirem comigo. Muito obrigada.
A Revolução Egípcia de 1952, também conhecida como a Revolução de 23 de julho, culminou na queda da monarquia e com a criação da República Árabe do Egito. Desde então, o país e todos os egípcios ao redor do mundo comemoram esta data como a queda da monarquia. No Brasil, não poderia ser diferente. O embaixador do Egito no Brasil, Wael Abdulmad, recebeu vários convidados na sede da Embaixada Egípcia em Brasília para comemorar esta data importante para o seu país. Vale lembrar que o Egito é considerado o berço da humanidade e muitas de suas contribuições para o mundo são importantes até hoje. Entre elas, o papel, a tinta, o calendário, as artes, instrumentos cirúrgicos, analgésicos, anestésicos e muitos outros fazem do Egito um país importante a ser sempre lembrado pela humanidade. Os egípcios fizeram grandes progressos na área de medicina, usando inicialmente muitas plantas para aliviar doenças. A matemática e a geometria também são consideradas descobertas dos antigos egípcios. Eles eram talentosos nessa área. Tinham conhecimentos em termos de adição, subtração, multiplicação e divisão. Eles também conheciam formas geométricas e foram capazes de calcular áreas para medir o terreno. Tanto o conhecimento matemático quanto geométrico foram aplicados durante a construção das famosas pirâmides do Egito.
It's a great honor to represent Brazil in the celebrations of the Egyptian National Day. Ambassador Carlos Duarte, Secretary of Africa and Middle East, is in a meeting in Addis Ababa right now, but send his congratulations to the Egyptian people. Brazil and Egypt have long-standing and fraternal relations. In strictly official terms, our countries established diplomatic relations in 1924. In the cultural and symbolic realm, however, our relations date further back, as ancient Egyptian art and culture has inspired Brazilian culture. Much of the Brazilian fascination with Egypt can be traced back to the early 19th century, as Brazil became an independent country. Arts, literature, and architecture bear testimony to that influence and have shaped our nationality and urban landscape.
Brazil, the home of the 3 Rio Conventions, will succeed in furthering action in this existential issue. On the trade side, this past year also witnessed continued growth and expansion of our trade relations into new areas, as well as growth in mutual investments, capitalizing on the Egypt-Mercosur Free Trade Agreement. But as we have repeatedly stressed, our relation with Brazil is much more than just the trading of goods and commodities. We believe that these 2 major economies and major players are effective gateways into their respective regions, and therefore have the potential to elevate their ties to a more strategic level, where technologies and know-how are shared and investments are made and jobs are created. This is our focus at this time and both governments are committed to making progress in taking our economic relations to the level commensurate with its potential. Our military cooperation has also taken important steps forward with a series of mutual visits which laid the foundation for furthering our military ties and sharing experiences and training and know-how. And we look forward to the upcoming visit by the Egyptian Minister of Defense to Brazil next month as a watershed moment in our military ties and cooperation. On the cultural and people-to-people side, this past year witnessed record-breaking numbers of Brazilian tourists to Egypt. Our aim is to double these figures this coming year. To make that a reality, Egypt has launched charter flights since the end of June between Cairo and Sao Paulo. But more importantly, both governments have concluded an important agreement which will allow Egyptair to operate regular flights between Cairo and Sao Paulo starting this coming October.
Ambassador, can you tell us how are the relations between Brazil and Egypt these days? We have a new government here in Brazil. You are here since the previous government. Did you see any difference? How is the relation is now?
Well, the relations have consistently been strong, but I think under the new government, there's more attention from the Lula administration, especially with relations in Africa, but also in the Arab Middle East. So this is something that we are very heartened to see. And also on the issues of relevance to the Middle East in particular, I think that the positions and the pronouncements of the current government are more balanced. So we welcome that very much.
Good. Can you give us one example, for example, that Lula is doing now for the relations with the Arabs and the Africans, and especially with Egypt?
Well, historically, President Lula and his administration have been very understanding of the perspective of the Arab Middle East. And with the experience in foreign relations and the contacts that President Lula has, I think he's bringing that to the table, particularly focusing as well on Brazil's relations with Africa, which is a very important component. But with Egypt in particular, our trade relations have really gone almost doubled in the past couple of years, and also in the area of investments, mutual investments. And when Brazil needed more fertilizers during the scarcity situation, Egypt and other countries stepped up and were willing to increase our production and exports. So on a number of levels, the relations, I think, are moving forward. Most importantly, and I always emphasize the importance of people-to-people relations. We've seen an incredible increase in number of Brazilians visiting Egypt. And that's why we're very happy that the direct flights between Cairo and Sao Paulo will be starting very soon, regular flights, which is...
Do you have any date? Do they already prepare the date for this starting of these flights?
Well, it depends on a number of things, but the target is definitely before the end of this year, hopefully in October, maximum by November. But there are some procedures that have to be taken, but all the legal paperwork has been completed, and Egyptair is now ready to fly its direct flights to Sao Paulo. It's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to be one of the Brazilians, I told you last year, that goes to Egypt because we have a lot of things to see there, because it's the cradle of civilization and many good things and beautiful things that interests Brazilians. We like history, and we want to see this history one day. So let's hope we can see more and more people visiting Egypt. And congratulations for the date today, Ambassador, which is a 71th anniversary of the Egyptian Revolution.
Exactly, it is. And as you know, we started the official diplomatic relations between Egypt and Brazil 99 years ago, in 1924. So next year we'll be celebrating 100 years of official diplomatic relations. Of course, our relations go deeper and beyond that, but these are two important countries in the Middle East, in South America, and I think our partnership is exemplary for other countries to follow pursuit.
Oh, that's good. Congratulations. It's a long time relation, and I hope it gets better and better. Thank you so much, Ambassador.
Thank you, Fabiana.